That was an interesting first 2 episodes.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. Pretty exciting so far.
There's Anakin, there's Leia.
Yeah. And then we see sort of a glimpse of Luke as well. And then we've got Uncle Owen also there.
Yep. Fairly good episodes. First two.
Pretty good start.
Yeah, pretty good start. And we get to see what their childhoods were like.
Yeah.
So they start off with 2 episodes already out of the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's only 6 altogether. So there's only 4 left.
Short series.
Yeah. It's not that long, yeah.
Yeah, most of these series which go on Disney Plus or are exclusive are 6 episodes.
Yeah.
So how many episodes are there? 6. Yeah. So we've already seen 2.
Yeah.
And so the finale will actually air on June 22nd.
You've seen 1/3 already.
Yeah.
And we'll also get a bit of overlap with the Miss Marvel show.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. Yeah.
But we'll figure that out when we get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see Princess Leia,
Yeah,
little girl, how she grew up. And
Yeah.
That's the interesting thing, I think. I wasn't expecting so much emphasis on Leia.
yeah.
So
I was
that's
actually not expecting to see as much. Yeah.
I was expecting Anakin to be more, not so much Leia.
well, Anakin obviously at the end.
yeah, Darth
Just
Vader.
now, yeah.
Yep, so now we know that Hayden Christensen is back as
Yes.
Oh, that's Hayden.
Vader.
Oh,
Yeah, he's great.
I was expecting a little bit more of Anakin in the episodes, the first 2
Yeah,
episodes,
especially how they were like wrapping up the series with
but perhaps
Ewan
he'll
McGregor and
be-
Hayden together.
maybe he'll be the next one.
yes.
Like it'll be
next 2
more.
episodes. Yeah.
Yep. But I guess now they can't say that Leia has never met Obi-Wan.
Interesting to see Leia meet Obi-Wan.
10 years old at this point.
For the
10 years
first
old.
time in canon story that we have seen.
Yes, that's right.
Otherwise, the only way we know that Leia knew Obi-Wan was those few lines of dialogue from A New Hope.
A New Hope, yeah.
You hope, yeah.
So at this point, she's only 10 years old, isn't she? Around 10, I think.
Yeah.
So they must. So in that case, they have known each other for a longer time than we think. Because we think like from A New Hope that they only just started working together. I guess with her being part of the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah, but I think the case is we never see them on the same screen at the same time before.
Yeah.
Because when we get to A New Hope, I think they're already more than 20 years old. So
Yep, and
She was captured by Vader, I think, on the ship, isn't it?
yeah. So that's
she
the
was.
beginning
At the beginning of New Hope, yeah.
of A New Hope.
New hope, yeah.
But then Obi-Wan died in that
And then she,
episode as well.
Yeah, so this was her at 23, I think 23, 22. So about 12 or 13 years later.
yeah, when she stole,
The
basically
plans.
just after the events of Rogue One, where Jyn Erso and Andor stole the plans and gave it to her of the Death Star.
Yep, Andor. Considering Andor, that series is coming
And then we
later
see Andor.
this year as well.
Yeah, so that's fantastic to see that sort of just before Rogue One, that sort of follows on from this.
Actually, no, they were actually only 19 years old in the time of The New Hope. So
Okay.
that's only like 9 years later from this one.
Yeah, because he's 10 years old now. It means it's set 10 years after Revenge of the Sith.
So yeah, this is kind of right in between.
Yeah.
Between. Yeah.
Yeah, right in between.
Oh, yes.
So a lot of things are right in between now. Like
Between 3 and 4.
even Star Wars Rebels is in between 3 and 4.
3 and 4. Oh. What about Rogue One? Where does that fit in?
Rogue One is just before.
After-
Practically 3.5
Yeah. Just before.
or 3.8.
Or 3.9.
3.9.
3.8.
Goodbye.
Oh,
because it's
closer
that
to New Hope.
close.
Closer
Yeah.
to New Hope.
the ending of Rogue One
Leads
was the
directly-
beginning of
Oh, it's
the new
directly
Hope.
the
New
sh-
Hope.
Handing over
Yeah.
the plans.
in the
Yeah.
ship. Yeah.
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 That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Mm.
It's good
So
that
it's
the
like a
recap,
direct follow-on. Yes.
Okay.
yeah, it's good that the recapped Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah,
at
we
the
kept
beginning
quite a
was
lot,
way
right?
fresher. Yeah.
Actually, a lot of it. Yeah.
All the movies, yeah. From
Basically,
all three,
episodes 1 to 3 recap.
1 to 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Hmm.
So we'll see what happens next.
Hmm.
Mm.
Mm.
Well, what happens next is obvious from the last scene.
Darth
Because
Vader comes back.
We get to finally see, I think, Darth Vader in the
is back as well, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
re-entrance.
we knew that he would be coming back.
Yeah. Well, they've been doing promo together, so obviously he's coming back. So-
Yeah. Yes.
They have definitely done a lot of promo.
Yes.
Yep. So good thing that the team is back together.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, and
Team, eh?
it's interesting to see how, the story of their childhoods get more fleshed out
Mm.
in the series. Yeah.
Yep, and Hayden Christensen being actually in the suit this time.
Is that him?
Yeah, in the tank.
Yes.
Is that
It is.
Yeah.
In the tank.
Darth Vader
Yeah,
at the end?
Yeah. So that's him.
Oh,
yep,
yeah,
that's
this
him.
is-
Obviously, a lot of prosthetics, but it is him.
A lot of
It is hard to
makeup, yeah.
tell because of the prosthetics.
The-
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of makeup.
A lot
prosthetics.
of yeah.
But it's in his name is in the credits, so it must be him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So his name appears in the credits. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Frank
you
Ocean.
expect him to have a lot of scars because he was burnt quite badly at the end of Revenge of the
Yeah.
Sith. Yeah.
But we haven't heard the voice yet, so
We hear
The
the
breathing.
breathing.
we hear the breathing, but
The
we don't
breathing.
hear the voice.
Yeah.
Would they use Hayden Christensen's voice?
Or
Or would they
James
use
Earl
James
Jones?
Earl
Oh,
Jones?
James
I
Earl
mean,
Jones.
he's
Good point.
in a helmet, so it doesn't matter, huh?
Actually, it's only 10 years old from
10 years old, yeah. But at the time of Revenge of the Sith, he was already
Late 20s.
maybe, yeah.
just 30 something.
Well, they could probably still use James Earl Jones' voice.
Yeah. I think
I guess so. If it's under the mask, I guess. Yeah.
That'd
or
be
something
cool.
close to it, because
Mm.
once he starts speaking, he's speaking through the mask, so he's gonna
Mm.
sound different anyway
Yeah, that's true.
because of that.
Mm.
Yep, considering that James Earl Jones is still around.
Mm.
And plus, he's still been doing a lot of voice acting for the Star Wars series.
Yeah.
He does so many, yeah. Simpsons.
They're still doing it, so
Yeah.
it's good to get both Darth Vader characters back, both actors back.
Is the Grand Inquisitor really dead? It looks like he's really dead, hey? Just like that.
Just
Oh,
Just like
the
that.
Inquisitor.
Or the Inquisitor?
Maybe he is, but we you never know. Like,
If I remember now.
sometimes-
Because of
Well-
what happens in Star Wars Rebels, it means that he probably isn't dead.
Oh, he's in Star Wars Rebels.
can't be.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can't be
but
back in
then
Rebels,
there
right?
was a lot of complaints about him being the Star Wars Rebels Grand Inquisitor. Because he doesn't look anything like the Grand Inquisitor in Rebels.
Oh.
And this is a new
It doesn't.
brand.
Oh.
Even the voice was different and everything. So
Yeah, maybe
plus
it's a new one.
his head was fat.
Yeah,
The
I
Grand
don't know.
Inquisitor in Rebels was like thin and high.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So maybe a
So-
new person took over the position in Rebels.
Yeah, so this is a way of like making some of the Rebels fans happy, saying that this is not the Grand Inquisitor.
could be.
You
Yeah.
sure though?
Maybe it's a different one then.
Maybe it is. Maybe he's not dead. That's the
Maybe.
simple explanation.
Yeah, maybe it's not. You only
Well,
got
the
Sam-
simple explanation is that this Grand Inquisitor is not the same one as the
Yeah.
Grand Inquisitor in
That's what I
Rebels,
was
which
thinking as well.
is
yeah.
what everyone wants.
Or it could be a trick that he's dead. So
Yeah,
that's
it could be
another
either way.
explanation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because don't forget they do modding. Remember how Fennec Shan? She
Oh
got
yeah, that's
modded.
right. That's right.
She got
Yeah,
stabbed
yeah,
and she got
yeah.
modded.
yeah.
The whole
Yeah,
stomach
yeah,
got
Fennec
modded.
did.
At the end of
But I think it would just make everyone happy if that Grand Inquisitor died.
Mandalorian. No, wait.
Yeah, we just make everyone happy with that particular Grand Inquisitor died. He is not the Grand Inquisitor that we know.
There's a grander one.
It's probably just a different one then.
Yeah, different,
Just a
very
different character.
version.
Yep,
Version two.
definitely probably a different one altogether.
Probably the rebel one would be version 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it looks like, maybe the Grand Inquisitor in Rebels was the one that was meant to replace him, like
Yeah.
kind of
most
like
likely.
his successor. in
Yeah,
that-
that's the word. Yeah.
Yeah. Because then that makes sense that they would appoint a new one to succeed him. And
Mm.
But Riva is pretty
Raven.
bad.
Yeah, badass, very bad rebel.
Re-
badass
re-
rebel. Was she a youngling at the beginning? Was she
Youngling.
I think they showed her.
Oh, you mean at the temple? Is that the
Yeah,
temple?
the
Jedi
first,
Council.
the
Or
first
council?
scene. Yeah, the first scene of the first.
Actually, that's a
episode.
pretty cool scene because we never got to see Order 66 being
Yeah,
like,
that's
you know,
cool.
in
Yeah.
live action.
And now we do.
Yeah.
yeah,
Great action scene. Yeah.
Order 66.
Extermination of Jedi. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't see her in that particular scene at the temple, but she could have been, I suppose, part of that
Yeah.
This group of kids. Yeah.
the Order.
Yeah, I thought,
Mm.
yeah, I thought maybe she could have been one of the younglings when she was young, and then turned to the
Dark side.
dark side.
Turn to the dark side.
But it could be just a random youngling, the
Hmm.
black girl in that scene. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of them were just like random Jedi who were in the temple that we saw.
Mhm.
Because we can't know every single Jedi.
Oh yeah.
So the teacher who died in that one,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it was-
I don't think she's anyone we know yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
probably no one
Random
we know
teacher.
or named.
Yeah.
No
There were a
name.
lot of Jedi in there, and
Oh yeah.
we can't we can't know all the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's others in hiding, that were probably never found, like because Riva was more focused on finding Obi-Wan because that's who Darth Vader wants, like that's the
Yeah.
focus.
That's the main goal.
Mm.
Yeah, but at least we see the Inquisitors in another form.
Mm. Yeah.
Like even playing Star Wars Fallen Order, there were also the Inquisitors there. And we actually see how they used to be Jedi who fall to the dark side.
No, that's what they said as well in the episode.
Yeah. So
Yep, and we actually see that happen in Fallen Order.
Mm.
okay, in the video game, isn't it? Fallen Order.
Yeah.
And considering that video game, they just announced a new one.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Have to make it canon.
Yeah, they kind of are because it's part of the same like overall universe.
Mm.
That's good. The SW, whatever you call it, WU. That's good. Yeah, they brought
Yeah.
back Order 66 again. That's good.
Yep, they did. And we also saw Order 66 in Fallen Order as well.
And Mandalorian, they
And in
Okay, so it actually appears a few times then
yeah, in Rebels
in
and
other
a
series.
few series, yeah.
yeah, and we also saw it in the Bad Batch
Oh yes, it's Bad Batch. Yep, of course.
and in the end of the Clone Wars series.
Mm.
I think the end of the Clone Wars series, Order 66, was probably my favorite because it actually showed how the clones were turning.
Okay.
Oh.
So the
I think
sequel
that-
to
but-
Fallen Order is Jedi Survivor.
Okay.
Okay.
Italy
Oh.
announced practically yesterday.
Oh,
The same time Obi-Wan kind of dropped.
okay, brand new.
Timing.
Yeah, good timing.
Good time.
It was planned
Hmm.
because it's part of the Star Wars celebration.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's why when I was watching this You sure? I was wondering if they actually had some like Fallen Order Easter eggs.
Yeah. Did you see any Easter eggs in?
First Legion, Clone Trooper.
Well, there's heaps and heaps of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are heaps.
Actually a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
there's,
many.
yeah.
Actually, there's a lot because of episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But
So there's 2 episodes. worth.
but the main one I think that stands out for me was the First Legion Clone Trooper.
Other one, the army. How did you know it was the?
The helmet colors.
Oh, the hell.
Mm.
From Clone Wars, I think. Is it?
So the old veteran
Yeah, the
Um,
veteran.
that was sitting there, like you
Oh,
could tell from his
Sitting on the
helmet.
street on the ground. Okay.
And plus it did say clone. Like,
This
Well,
one, yeah.
you did mention
Oh.
that he was a clone trooper.
yeah, it said in the subtitles.
I was wondering what he was.
501
501.
battalion led by Anakin and
Clone
Ahsoka
Wars.
during the Clone Wars.
Oh, yes, Ahsoka Tano, yes. I remember.
The 501st is what they call it.
Yeah.
So it's the same actor who played
Of
Boba
course
Fett,
it is.
right?
So that's Mandalorian and Boba
Mandalorian
Fett
guy.
reference.
Tango.
Mandalorian.
Django and Boba. Django and Boba.
Of
Okay.
course it is, yeah.
All right.
Although maybe
Hmm.
because of the beard and everything,
The beard.
it was a little hard to recognize.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not very recognizable.
Yeah, I couldn't recognize.
Hmm.
That's him.
Yep, and the First Legion.
Mm.
501.
First is what they call it.
It's
The Legion of the First.
501st.
It's a legion of stormtroopers, yeah, basically.
Clone Troopers,
Clone troopers.
Clone
not
Yeah,
Stormtroopers.
sorry, clone troopers. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Stormtroopers
Have
are completely different.
I've
Yeah.
had over 500 battalions. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Led by Anakin and Ahsoka Tano. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. So
We might see
getting
Ahsoka. We might see Ahsoka. Maybe. I'm not
hope so.
putting that.
I'll be
my-
Well, considering the commander of the First is still around, Captain Rex.
Oh, Captain Rex is still here.
Well, we know he is because he appeared in the Bad Batch,
Yeah.
and Ahsoka saved him.
Not too familiar with that one.
He hasn't appeared here though. No, not yet. No,
We were hoping that he'd appear in the Mandalorian, but maybe he'd appear in this one. Maybe.
maybe.
Hmm.
Okay.
It could appear still, yeah, in Obi-Wan.
Because
Never know.
considering Captain Rex is kind of a good clone trooper.
Mm.
It's a good one. Oh.
Okay.
Mm.
That's a good guy. Yeah.
Be interesting.
Yeah,
See.
because he had the chips taken out of him.
Oh,
Interesting. Hmm.
Plus, he was also in Rebels.
Mm.
So here's the Easter eggs from episode 1. So it talks about Order 66.
okay.
So the unseen Jedi, she has a name. She's minus Velty.
Yeah, I would not have known that at all.
Minus Velty
Yeah. But she
dies
did appear
randomly.
previous episodes. Like, I mean, in previous series, she hasn't appeared. So I think it's just
Mm.
a Jedi that's there.
Youngling helmets. So the same helmets from
Yeah,
Yoda's
I remember
lightsaber
this.
class
And they train
back
young
in
people.
episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Same set.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering, are those the same younglings who died
Young
Mm.
one.
when Anakin massacred everyone?
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's a bad time to actually talk about anything of like killing kids
Oh yeah.
of the news recently. Not a good idea.
Massacre, yeah.
Yeah.
because
I don't know if this is the same class, but it looks different. I don't know.
It might be, we don't know.
Probably have many different classes.
Yeah,
of
but
younglings.
let's move away from the massacre sort of thing right now.
Alien species and droids. So
have-
yeah, all these
Yeah, all
familiar
the droid. Yeah, all the, it's
Jawas
droid.
and R2
C-3PO.
units. Yeah.
Sort of looks like a camel.
Considering we did see C3PO,
Yeah, exactly.
because we know
C-3PO.
of the gold, just like
Yeah.
slight passing and missed
Really
it.
stood out.
You see Wayo.
Well, Ryo, not
Yeah.
P,
Silver
not
one.
P.
Must be the
Yo,
silver
yo,
one.
yo.
Yeah, I
C3
saw
yo.
silver- oh, okay.
C3 yo.
That's the name of the silver one. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
of the
a-
silver one, but we also saw
Yeah, it's yeah,
the golden
I
one a
know.
bit earlier as well.
We saw both. Yeah,
Oh,
It's all
so it's
both.
two of them.
it's good to see a variant
Mm.
silver one.
There are a lot more silver ones than gold ones.
Yeah. So there's a
Mm.
waiter or waitress.
There
Yeah,
was
but considering C3PO was silver at one point.
Yeah, it's cool to see all these new droids.
the Cantina note.
Where's Isley container?
Mos Eisley.
Of course, the famous container.
Oh yes.
Well, it wasn't Mos Eisley. It was just a nod to it. It's a
Okay.
saloon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tatooine.
Yep.
Mm.
Tatooine.
So,
Third sister. Obi-Wan Kenobi's third sister.
Oh,
whose sister you mean? Yeah.
Is that right?
Kenobi. Is that the right? Is
Are you,
that right?
Well, the Inquisitors each call each other sisters or
Well, why is it Obi-Wan Kenobi's third sister?
Yeah, that's weird.
did they train together?
I don't know if that's just because
Typo.
I'm actually not sure because from what I know, they don't know. They don't really know each other.
Yeah.
Oh, Star Wars Rebels. Okay.
I guess it's Inquisitors alone by their brother and sister titles.
Yeah.
Mm.
They train together.
Yeah, John Williams' theme.
Oh, the theme, huh?
Yeah, that was good.
John Williams. Yeah.
Brings up memories.
Yeah.
Force theme.
Fourth theme, yes.
Yeah.
Tika mentions the New Hope's Anchorhead.
Anchorhead.
I could smell you
Yeah.
from Anchorhead.
It's from very far away.
And name drops the Dune Sea as well.
Can see.
Yep. We get to know a lot more places of Tatooine.
Mm.
Also,
this-
thanks to the Boba Fett show, which added more of like Tatooine
that's
locations.
Geography. Get to know a bit more.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's gift is from A New Hope.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, the toy.
Boy.
And the
Nice.
toy.
Yeah. It's the same toy that Mark Hamill plays with at the beginning, which is interesting.
No.
A New Hope.
Oh,
Same toy.
Same to Starship toy.
oh, the shoots. Yeah.
Which means that he kept the toy for
For
10 years or something.
Probably, or was
Or-
given back later because Owen gave it back to.
Oh yeah.
Um,
A mysterious Jedi lightsaber belt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we saw the belt. Huh?
the belt.
Yeah.
Yep, but that Jedi they kind of killed quite quickly.
Yeah, that Jedi at the beginning just
Mm.
got killed pretty quick.
Well, just because Obi-Wan didn't want to help.
Plus, it was kind of an unnamed Jedi. They didn't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
mention the name.
Mm.
So we got all the flashbacks, yeah. Obi-Wan's flashbacks.
Oh yeah, during his
From-
sleep, the nightmares.
yeah. Yeah, Attack of the Clones, yeah. Birth of the Twins. So from the prequels.
Will we be seeing Qui-Gon again?
Ooh.
In
Oh.
as a spirit guide sort of thing. Because I
Maybe.
mean, Obi-Wan
Vader
seems
already.
to still be talking to him, but as like a spirit, I suppose. Like
Yeah,
for
maybe.
his advice.
He was talking
No.
to. He said master, right? He said,
Yeah, as if he can sense Qui-Gon's presence in some way.
but I didn't show him, right?
Yeah. Although he was never, he's never appeared
Yeah.
in there, but there must be some kind of force.
See, it seems that he can't really talk to Qui-Gon's Force Ghost for some reason. I don't know. He struggles to
But
commune.
we know that Yoda can.
Mm.
Yeah, you can see that
Yeah,
both
yeah.
mysterious. Yoda does
Yes.
it to Luke Skywalker and the other
Yeah.
Jedi.
And we also got a hint of it, like when Yoda said, "I will teach you how to commune with him" at the end of episode 3.
I think the reason is that you need an uncluttered mind, and Obi-Wan's not at that point. So at some point,
It's possible.
I think he will. Yeah.
So he
Mm.
Maybe,
talk to
yeah,
Qui-Gon.
because Yoda said that to teach him how to commune with them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, it could happen. Talk to his spirit.
It can happen. It is possible.
Depends on Obi-Wan.
Yep.
This is true too. Luke and Leia both mirror Anakin when he was a boy. So when Anakin was a boy,
Yep.
he had the same kind of spirit of, I don't know, just
Starfighter.
being
Yeah.
a fighter and
And Leia has an interest in the
spirit as well. Yeah.
Like,
Spirited little child.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool to see.
And also
Luke Skywalker,
reminded,
the boy version of
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool to see that. Like he's watching him from a distance.
Luke Skywalker.
That's good.
and yeah, Leia reminded Obi-Wan of Padme.
Yes.
yeah, she's
the
very much.
mom, the mother. Yeah.
The mother. Yeah.
So this actually is interesting because Rey, at the end of Rise of Skywalker, she buried the lightsaber in the desert, right?
Luke Skywalker. Luke's,
No, like Rey.
oh,
At the
right.
very,
Skywalker.
very end of episode 9.
Oh yeah.
The last one, last movie. Yeah.
So this, I guess, this
Yeah,
practice of
but they-
burying
yeah.
lightsabers is a
Mhm.
practice that
Oh, that's what they did.
they do.
Something they do.
It is
Very
because
Their
intense.
lifesavers.
but the Ray one was different to this one.
Oh,
Completely
there
different.
were two. This one.
Yeah, there were
There
two,
was
but
two in the box. Yeah.
the similarity is simply the burying of the of the sabers.
But the
Yeah.
burying reason was completely different.
Yes.
Okay.
One was a memorial, which is from the Ray one.
Whereas this one is, well, just to
Was
hide
just
it
to
away.
hide.
Yeah.
Just to hide it away.
Reasons. Yeah.
He even told the other Jedi to hide the lightsaber,
Mm.
like
Yeah.
bury it.
Or just to hide it. Yeah.
However,
But the
if you
reasoning
think
is completely different.
if you think about it, it's actually the same lightsaber as well, is it not? Because the
Oh.
one that Rey buried is Anakin's blade, right?
Oh. Oh wow.
So it's like at the end, it still goes into the desert.
Mm.
It was Anakin's that she buried.
I think it is. Well, it is. It says here the image of Anakin's
Okay.
lightsaber foreshadows the blade's ultimate fate.
Oh, I
So it's
see.
the same blade
the red one.
that gets buried at the end.
But the blade was effectively lost in Cloud City.
In the battle, the final battle, right?
So which blade was
Yeah,
it that she buried?
Anakin's blade was lost in Cloud City unless someone
Right.
actually found it again.
I thought she buried Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. No.
Mm.
Nothing.
I think he buried Luke and Leia's lightsabers likely.
Leia had a lightsaber.
Yeah, Leia had the lightsaber as well.
Yeah, she had those.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Luke and
effectively, Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber was lost in the battle in Cloud City.
Mm.
And I didn't think they ever retrieved it. They never mentioned that. Because in Return of the Jedi, Luke finally made his own lightsaber instead of using the father's lightsaber.
Yeah, because I thought
he chopped off his
Luke,
hand.
Luke had his own. Like he didn't use Anakin's.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
green one, the green
Yeah,
one.
because Anakin's was lost.
Yeah.
Hand got cut off, including the lightsaber.
The red one kind of it fell into the,
Fell
into
into
the lava.
the abyss of
Yeah.
whatever.
it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
They didn't fall into the lava.
Yeah.
Cloud City. It
No,
fell
Cloud City is
somewhere
in the
sky.
sky.
Oh,
I think Jeff is thinking of the return.
You're thinking of Revenge of the
Revenge of the
Sith.
Sith.
I'm
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Empire.
He's talking
Empire.
about
Return of
couple-
Jedi.
20 years later or
No,
something.
no, Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I'm talking about Empire.
Oh,
where
Empire Strikes
Luke's hand was cut off.
Oh, Luke-
Remember
Yeah.
when
The blue
when
one.
Luke is battling his father? with
I
his-
am your father.
Yeah,
that-
that-
And then
Yeah.
bang.
He lost his hand. Got his hand cut off by Darth Vader.
But-
Yeah, yeah.
in the first
That-
battle.
yeah.
Not,
They
not
must have
not the
lost-
second battle, not the second battle, the first battle. Yeah. Between
That
lost-
is when the
lost
lightsaber
first
was
lightsaber.
lost.
He lost his first
That was
lightsaber
the
then.
father's
Yeah.
lightsaber.
That's why
They
they make a
never
new one.
retrieved it.
Mm.
That's why when he returned in
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi, He had to make his own new
A
lightsaber.
green one.
Yeah, a new one.
He lost the blue one. And
The
he
green
made it.
blade. That's right. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you're getting a bit of the blades mixed up, yeah.
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 Yeah. A lot of blades throughout the movies.
So you're saying that the blades that
That Obi-Wan. Yeah.
so the blades that Obi-Wan buried, those are what Anakin,
One
His
was
own
his own and Anakin's.
but then Anakin's one got lost,
Yep.
and then
He lost it later.
and then Luke made a new one.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
the one that Rey buried is whose saber?
Isn't it? I thought it was Luke's.
So yours Luke's.
Yeah, Luke's and Leia's, because
Luke's and Leia's.
Yes, yeah.
that's why at the end he said that she would consider herself Rey Skywalker.
Rey Skywalker. Yes.
What color is Leia's lightsaber? What color is Leia's lightsaber? Yeah.
I think it's
Remember?
blue, I forget.
Blue.
I think it
Oh,
was
it's
blue.
blue.
Yeah.
We only see it like in one scene,
Mm.
and we see the lightsaber in another scene.
Maybe blue and green.
Well, they do have a master's replica of Leia's lightsaber as well.
Yeah. I think Leia only used her lightsaber briefly, like in
Mm.
just a
Yeah.
couple of times.
So the Black Series where I get my things do have a Leia lightsaber.
Yellow one. Oh.
Rey's was yellow.
Yes.
Mhm.
that's right.
So
Rey's
which
was
one
yellow.
was Leia? They can't find it currently.
That's all right.
Did Rey actually repair Anakin's lightsaber by the
Mm.
The Rise of Skywalker?
Mm.
You
I
repaired,
remember.
I think that was Luke's lightsaber.
I thought she was using Luke's.
Or
Yeah, that
was
was
it
Luke's lightsaber.
or was it Luke's lightsaber that got lost?
But
Because the hand that got cut was
I-
obviously Luke's hand, right?
yeah, that was Luke's hand. So what Rey had was Luke's lightsaber, not Anakin's.
Yeah,
what-
how could she
what-
have had
What
Anakin?
What's the green one?
connection would Rey ever have to Anakin?
Yeah, I don't understand how she could have gotten hold of Anakin. It would have had to be Luke. Surely.
Plus the memories in the blade were Luke's, not Anakin's.
Yeah.
So it's definitely Luke's lightsaber, not Anakin.
Yeah, I think that seems clear. Yeah.
Yeah. If you remember back in episode 8, I think Luke gave Rey his lightsaber.
Yeah. I'm
yeah,
pretty sure it
yeah.
was Luke's. She was using.
The green one, yeah.
So Anakin's lightsaber is
What happened to his one?
is it blue?
Blue.
Okay.
Yeah, we know it's blue.
It's
So-
the earlier one, right? Yeah.
And there was
So these are all the characters who've wielded it: Anakin, Darth, Luke, Mara, Finn,
Jade.
Rey herself,
Finn.
and Ben Solo.
Mm.
And so,
That's Kylo Ren. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's actually Anakin's one then. This one.
Is it?
How did they ever find it? That doesn't make sense. And why would the memories of
Okay, here it is.
Anakin's
Rey
light-
was offered the weapon on Takodana before Finn, but she refused it after it bombarded her with a force-imbued vision.
Okay, if that's the case, then the whole story of the Force Unleashed and the whole new trilogy is even utter more garbage.
The Force. Huh?
It makes it even make more no sense.
nonsensical.
Yeah, it makes it even more nonsensical. So if they had that sort of idea,
Mm.
Okay.
mm,
Mm.
and you already know that I have a really deep annoyance with the new trilogy.
Mm. Yeah, there's a few inconsistencies here.
Yeah, that's a major inconsistency then. Like, why? How does that even make any sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would only
How-
make sense if Anakin had different lightsabers, like that what he used when he was training as a Padawan is different to what and as a Jedi is different to what he's using as Vader. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
if
maybe
he had
multiple
two
ones.
sets of sabers,
Hmm.
then maybe she's using a different one.
yeah. But
That's
considering
all-
that
That's the only
Obi-Wan
one that
only
that's the
had
only way it
one
makes
of
sense.
Anakin's,
Yeah.
and Anakin's blade was lost in Cloud City when Luke's hand was cut off.
Yeah.
Who recovered that lightsaber?
Mm.
Yeah, good question.
Now it makes even more nonsensical.
Yeah.
Just redo the whole new trilogy.
Yeah. But I found it interesting that seeing Leia use the decoy trick.
Oh, this one,
That
yeah.
was so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that was so cool.
The decoys, right?
Decoy.
Double decoy.
Padme,
Yeah.
and yeah. the
That-
decoy.
Yeah.
So, same thing. It was played by
Whereas
Keira
in this
Knightley.
case, it's a Pawan species.
Pawan.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so the decoy was played by Keira Knightley, by the way. Yeah,
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Yes,
in
yes,
the
it is.
first one,
Keira
yeah.
Knightley, yeah.
Mm.
yeah. Her name was
Yeah.
Sabi. Or something.
Sabi.
So,
Oh,
And at least this is the first time that we actually see Alderaan in its not blown up state.
Actually, it's very cool to see Alderaan like that. Yeah.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
a different scenario, and yeah.
Yeah.
Aquilian Rangers and Mercen Pirates.
So it's the first live action show that we see
Yeah.
of Alderaan not blown up.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, sure, there's some of the animated ones, but live action.
Yeah, and we see, for instance,
Mm.
the parents as well.
oh, the
Oh wait, we do see it in the brief clip at the end of episode 3, but that wasn't a full proper view of Alderaan.
oh,
that's right.
it's a nice city. Huh? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, we actually see the city.
the peaceful times. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I think-
also foreshadowing her future.
Do those parents get killed along in the future?
Yeah, from the Death Star, right? Boom.
Yeah, when the whole planet exploded.
Oh,
And Princess Leia was forced to watch from the Death
Yeah.
Star.
Watch from the distance. Yeah.
oh,
She
when it
watched the
was
planet get destroyed.
the
in front
first
of her
planet that
eyes.
got destroyed.
Yes.
Operational, yes. Return of Jedi.
Yeah,
No, well,
No,
New
for,
Hope.
New Hope.
A New Hope.
Yeah.
Okay, from the first Death Star.
And that was the first time they used the Death Star too. And
Yeah,
they
to demonstrate
used
its power. Yeah.
Yeah, used it against
Yeah.
the
Not
planet.
not the first time they used the Death Star,
Oh,
but the first time they use it at the full power.
oh,
Right.
At full
Yeah.
power. Yeah,
Mm.
that's right. Yeah.
in the New Hope.
The first time they used it was in Rogue One, where they used like only one
Oh,
yeah.
cylinder of its power.
That's
It,
right.
it was already half finished.
Probably, they did a better test.
They did a test
Like-
shot using like only
One cylinder. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
one cylinder of its power,
Oh,
Yeah.
which makes the whole planet, like even the core, nearly blow up.
crazy. Yeah.
They used it twice in Rogue One.
Mm.
Twice.
Oh.
The second time was
Which one?
on their own planets,
Wow.
on the Empire's home planet, and that's where Rogue One ended.
That's amazing. Yeah.
So here's the C3PO and R2D2.
I think
cameos.
I think everyone saw that.
Wait, there's
Yeah.
R2D2? Where's
Yeah.
R2D2?
That's pretty much like an obvious one because
Yeah, that's quite
Well, we
obvious.
saw R2D2 serving drinks as well. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Rolling
they
around.
were both
Yeah.
there at the party.
Oh, this guy.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. He's
Lee from Red Hot Chili
a musician. That's crazy. Yeah. He looks familiar. I just didn't realize it. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh.
Right, yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, the
I
kidnapping.
wasn't expecting him there, but it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it must be a band which I
Cameo.
don't know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
very famous band from the 90s. Very famous, yeah. Had a lot of famous hits.
Yeah,
Can't
so this
believe it.
message is like,
Obi-Wan, you're only.
yeah,
I recognize the guy on the right.
Yeah,
Obi-Wan
only
needs
hope.
your help.
Yeah, only hope.
I remember
Yeah.
that. It's
Um,
very
Famous
So
line.
that will
It's
come
iconic.
later.
Signature line, yeah.
Were they played by the same as the original back in A New Hope?
Oh, can't be. That was so long ago, 1979, man.
Okay, yeah, I did.
echoes what message Leia sends Obi-Wan later on when she's captured.
Captured in the
Help
Yeah.
me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my
That's-
only hope.
I see. He looks familiar, that guy.
yeah, it's
This
the same
guy?
act. I think
Yeah,
it's the same
he's
actor.
He's always Bail Organa.
Who?
Bail Organa,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
Organa.
right, Bell Organa.
From where?
Yeah,
He
from
was
the previous
also
movies.
in the
original
previous
movies.
movies as well. He was Bail Organa in like all of Star Wars,
You mean episode
including
1,
Rogue
2,
One.
3? Yeah.
Oh, he played a
Including
different
Rogue
character.
One.
He played a different character.
No, he
No,
was the
no.
same character.
Bail Organa.
Same
Always
character.
been him.
Sure.
Oh,
He always played Bail Organa.
in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
why his
It's appeared a number of
face
times.
is familiar. Yeah,
Fair
but
enough.
the movies.
Plus, he was the one who helped Obi-Wan and Yoda escape.
I mean that's where Reva got the idea of kidnapping
Yeah.
Leia, because she knows that of their connection, of their previous connection.
Yeah, because they didn't think it was Leia that had the connection, but they knew that Organa was good friends with Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like she obviously didn't recognize who Leia was. But you know,
Of course she wouldn't. The
Yeah.
identity of them
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
secrets.
but the good thing was that I guess at least that was a way for Obi-Wan to have met Leia.
Yeah,
Mm.
great
It
introduction.
got him
Yeah,
involved.
for the first.
By
Yeah.
listening her. Yeah,
That was the upside.
yeah.
Mm.
Special first lady.
But how annoyed would Vader would be if they found out that the daughter was the one who was kidnapped?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
But it-
Imagine if Anakin found out that it was actually Leia. That would got used
Yeah,
to
that
hate.
he figured out was the daughter early on instead of later.
Yeah, and he would have been like, and then you lost them both. And you didn't take them both in. He would have wanted both of them.
Wow.
You're very angry.
So the
Yeah.
two lightsabers here, there's
talked about-
Anakin and his own.
They knew exactly where they were.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be his and Anakin's.
Yeah.
It must be.
The old blade that Anakin would have used.
And then is episode 2. We talked about this guy already.
Stormtrooper, yes.
Temeura.
Bible first.
We mentioned
Yeah.
that.
By the first.
Liz, Temeura, I didn't recognize him. Temeura Morrison.
Yeah. Or Buffett now. Obi-Wan is told the 3 types of spice. It's castle peel, glitter steam, and evolution. Okay. Mannerism. Elect Guinness mannerism. Okay. Because this is 10 years before Alec Guinness. New Hope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oops. I think I missed. I think something happened.
What happened? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Obi-Wan used the spice to escape the kidnappers. Like if
Oh, he
hadn't
threw,
had
he threw it on the ground.
Basically,
Yeah.
it was like some kind of
Some gas.
hallucinogen. It was a hallucinogen
Ah.
genetic kind of
He threw it on the ground,
spice.
and then people couldn't see and stuff.
Like it makes you.
Yeah, not
high.
only that, the guys who captured them got so like high.
Yeah. It's a good
Like
thing
cocaine.
that he had that handy with him.
Red Hot
Star
Chili
Wars
Peppers.
cocaine.
Helped him escape.
Yeah, so when
Double drugs.
Reva came, they just had no idea what was going on. That was hilarious.
See. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I was talking about Alec Guinness.
Yeah, I reckon that's the original.
Mm.
Kenobi.
Well, it will be 10 years later, right?
Legend,
After
legend.
this.
Well,
about-
considering he did,
Aged a lot.
Yeah.
In
well,
your
he
heart.
is looking a bit more like Alec Guinness now.
Yeah.
more and more.
Got a long way to go.
But
though.
as well, he did use Alec Guinness as his way of mannerism for Star Wars.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
studied the
He started
speech
his
patterns
walk and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
to be as close to Alec Guinness as possible, and I do think that he's got it a lot better now than he did before.
Yeah.
Well, considering he's actually older as well in real life.
As well.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he does look that bit more closer to Alec Guinness.
And yeah, to the point where Princess Leia says he's old and beat or something.
Oh,
Beat up.
Old and beat up. Yeah.
What a bit up, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't believe it was a Jedi.
He said it was his grandfather or something.
Granddad.
Grand,
Yeah.
It's so hilarious.
Oh, this guy's funny, yeah. Haj, played by
It's a bit of
Kamal
comic
Ninja.
relief,
Genie.
Isn't he the guy in
Wow.
in,
Yeah.
Eternals.
Eternals? Yeah.
One of the Eternals
Yeah.
guys, yeah.
He was in Eternals.
Kamal,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny
They're
guy.
comedian.
he's so funny. Yeah.
He's a comedian. He's been in a few other movies too. And
Oh.
yeah, he's obviously the comical character.
Harold and Kumar go to
Sure.
White Castle. That's what I remember.
But he was a fake
Yeah,
Jedi.
Jedi.
Well, he uses
Yeah, he was a
technology.
fake Jedi.
He uses
He's
technology.
he uses magnets and
He's
stuff.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
con,
Fake- to
he's a
fake
con
it.
artist.
Ah.
He's a
Fake
con man.
Jedi.
Con man named Gitsa Doja.
Oh.
Oh no, I mean it's lifted from the old expanded universe where a con man named Gitsa Doja used the same tactics.
It must have been based on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Haja.
that's where he probably learned it from. But he still couldn't trick Reva at the end.
Yeah,
Well,
because-
at least she didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Well, and he did seem like he was turning a new leaf in some way.
I don't know what happened there. It's so sudden that he suddenly decided to
Yeah,
help.
help him.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's got good heart. He wants to
Yeah.
make amends, huh? But to what he's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
Funny
but
character.
but still, Obi-Wan was still hesitant with what he is because he still is a criminal.
Yeah.
Although he is helping
Yeah.
like people, right?
Yeah.
Like for instance, he was helping this
Maybe
mother
it's
and son
Yes,
to
yeah.
hunt
Family.
Solo's homeworld Corellia
Mm.
for sanctuary.
For money, yeah.
So
Okay,
this is
okay.
interesting. Foreshadowing, he's proving to be a better man than Obi-Wan thinks.
True.
But he makes a lot of
That's
stories up likely.
Yeah. This assassin
Which one? Oh.
is apparently it's from
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. Yeah.
Okay.
Or latest
Oh, cool.
come see again. Yeah.
Really well.
Forlom, 4LOM.
Oh,
Oh, long. Okay.
I know.
Well, dash OM.
Probably not the same one though.
Well, he'll clearly be repaired. Maybe so. Maybe it might be the same one. Because he might just get repaired.
Yeah.
Or it could just be another different version of the droid, which looks the same
Maybe-
because
Maybe better armor.
they
Yeah.
do almost all look the same.
The LOM series droid, yeah. Obi-Wan uses an uncivilized blaster.
Nice blaster.
Oh yeah, because in
Oh.
episode 3 he just shot a blaster at like General Grievous. Then he just threw it away saying it's so uncivilized.
Oh, okay, yes. It's just very uncivilized, yeah. But now he no longer cares.
Yeah. He's not
This is
living in a civilized
Yeah,
world. Is he,
yeah.
though? It's been
Yeah,
taken over by the Sith. So
Yeah, so
Like-
now he just uses it normally.
it's no longer a civilized age now that the Jedi are gone. So
Well, yeah, the last he's the last ember of the Jedi, so
The last
so
ember.
just killed
Oh,
it,
The dying
the
age.
last ember of a dying flame.
That's fine.
Saying last,
that's
they
good.
say last quite a lot. But
It's
even
not
though they're
really-
not the last.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because what happens? What about Master Yoda?
Master Yoda.
Surely he's still alive at this point. Yeah,
oh yeah, he's still alive for sure.
yeah.
And how about Cal
That's
Kestis?
still alive.
But no one obviously knows where he is either. So
In hiding as well.
yeah, also in hiding.
Just like,
Mm.
And if we know Jedi Fallen Order, then I still assume many Jedi left around.
Yeah.
Right. So not really last. But yeah, he's important. Maybe that's what they mean.
But I think they're mostly after Obi-Wan at this.
Maybe they're talking about last member of the council
Mm.
rather than the last Jedi.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but
really
effectively, in terms of any of these series, don't ever think the word last mean anything.
Yeah.
So it's the last.
Because
You have to take that
they
with a grain of
named
salt.
a game Last Jedi Fallen Order. And in the game, he was practically not the last Jedi. Seriously. And
Yeah.
even the movie Last Jedi,
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker
Jedi.
was not the last Jedi.
What
Yeah.
about Last Jedi?
Didn't trust this series with Sam saying last.
mm,
I take for a grain of salt. Yeah.
So where does he call himself Ben? Yeah, this is just a bit of background. Which is interesting because why doesn't Leia know Obi-Wan Kenobi in the New Hope? If he calls himself Ben right now to Leia,
Mm.
surely she would know the name Obi-Wan Kenobi. So it's a bit of a continuity problem, right?
And so,
Unless she
later they mention
unless she
it.
They might
forgets
explain
by
it.
then.
They might explain it in the later episodes. Well, yeah, hopefully.
Oh yeah, she has this mind prop power too.
Yeah, she's got a bit of a force power as well.
Force mind trick
Vader.
related to the mind trick.
Jedi mind trick.
Actually, Kylo Ren did it in Force Awakens.
But it's a fairly new one that they've sort of added
Mm.
Yeah.
in the series.
mm.
So yeah, okay, we know this already. Padme.
Oh, the real mother.
Yeah.
Natalie Portman, yeah.
Mm.
Padme.
And Natalie Portman is coming back.
As Thor. Lady Thor.
Oh,
Oh, you're talking about
They-
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, he's not
Because
coming back in
obvious
Star
in
Wars.
the-
He's dead.
Oh, in Star Wars, yeah, she.
But considering if you're thinking of the whole Star Wars thing, wouldn't Chris Hemsworth be
it's hard.
Anakin?
Oh,
Because if you look at like Chris Hemsworth,
yeah.
at one point he was trained by Liam Hemsworth,
Mm.
who is Isaac Qui-Gon.
Oh,
He lost his parents.
What?
He had his arm cut off.
We're talking
one
about
point.
Liam Hemsworth. That's Liam Neeson, right?
I mean, Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. He worked
Liam
with
Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Huh?
Liam Neeson trained
Oh
Chris
yeah,
Hemsworth in the movie.
yeah.
only
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What movie did he
Trained
train?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually Men in Black International,
Mm.
where they worked together.
Mm. Yeah, that's right.
Interesting.
But even like the whole he dated Padme,
Batman. Yeah.
Well, Natalie
Dave
Portman.
Foster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Had his arm cut off as well,
Mm.
even though it's a trick by Loki.
Mm.
Too many similarities. People have
Yeah.
they made a meme about it on the
Yeah.
one.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
In a different universe, I guess.
It's like
yeah,
this universe.
they're practically the same.
Star Wars, Marvel universe. Yeah.
Mm.
It'll be interesting if they, if they eventually reveal more of
And I can
Darth Vader's
have a,
True identity.
identity in this
Yeah.
series,
Yeah.
well, I'm looking forward to it.
and see what
Yeah,
happens. Yeah.
have to build on his arc more.
Yeah, Riva knows the fact that the Inquisitors know Anakin is Darth.
It's really Darth Vader. Yeah. because it seems to me that certain members of the dark side do know his true identity, but maybe not everyone, but like the Inquisitors seem to know who he really is. Like,
Yeah,
but they
and
eventually know. Like even in Rebels, they figured out that it was Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin.
mm,
Maybe because Ahsoka Tano was the one who told them that was Anakin Skywalker was Vader.
mm.
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 and we
Yeah,
get
might
this
find
sense
out
as
more in
well,
the
right?
future.
That Darth sends
Yeah.
Obi-Wan just like
Everyone-
he did
everyone can
in The
sense-
New Hope. Yeah,
Everyone can sense Anakin as well at the end. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, he knows
They
he's
tend
here.
to do that though.
They sense
At
each
the
other.
end,
And Vader, I mean, well, Anakin still can sense Obi-Wan as well.
Mm.
Like they can actually
Or sense each other.
find each other. Yeah, that's interesting.
It's like a telepathic force, the force thing. Yeah.
I suppose because they both had, I mean, they were, they spent so much time
Training.
together when Obi-Wan was training him, that
Mm.
usually there's like that master Padawan connection, just
Yeah.
like Obi-Wan sort
Mm.
of had with Qui-Gon
Mm.
as well.
Yeah.
That's not something that you can just break. Like it would still be there,
Mm,
even
that's
with
true.
Anakin going to the dark side. That didn't necessarily break his connection to Obi-Wan.
That's true. That's true. Do you reckon Anakin still has the anger that he had for Kenobi at the end of the third one?
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Because he was very angry. Like his eyes
At
was
this point, for sure, the only point that he redeemed himself was in Return of the Jedi, where he actually decided to kill the
I don't know what
Emperor.
happened there. Just
Oh,
suddenly
welcome back.
shut down. Like the
Yeah.
program suddenly, yeah.
Oh
shut-
wait, so who went away?
Steph
No,
just
it
dropped
was
off,
me.
come
No,
back.
it was me. Like
Oh, okay.
program,
And
my
then she
Zoom
came
just
back, I
shut
think.
down by itself all of a sudden. So I had to restart it
Yeah.
to open it
Yeah.
again.
No, honestly, I asked the question and Marcus ended. I'll repeat the question. It's a good, interesting one. So at the end of the third one, Anakin was really angry with Kenobi because he chopped off his legs. And
Yeah.
You see-
Yeah. So they had that battle at
Yeah.
Mustafar.
you can see he was really red and his eyes were really red in anger. And I was wondering whether the anger 10 years later is still here.
It would be, yes.
It would be.
yeah,
It
of
would be
course.
still.
It's still angry with him?
Still,
Very
yes.
Very angry, right?
Until I
Probably
think.
even more, because the only redemption from that was in Return of the Jedi.
At the end, where
in
he.
New Hope, he was still angry that he practically killed him.
That's right.
I mean,
That's right.
I mean, after that battle, obviously they've had this antagonistic
Yeah.
relationship ever
Yeah.
since.
Mm,
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, everyone did try to kill him, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here,
that's the
so
angle.
here's the back to this once and
I
for
like
all.
that again.
Okay.
Back to that.
Anakin carried
History.
the blade, and then he fought
Yeah. Throughout the Clone
with
Wars.
his Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And he was in Tatooine for 20 years. Later on, it was given to Luke, who lost it at Cloud City.
Yeah.
But then
what
it
we
became
said.
part of Maz Kanata's collection, where it then went into the possession of Rey. So this
Maz
is where we're
Kanata.
missing. This is the part we were missing.
Yeah, but
have they
still,
introduced
it doesn't
Maskanata yet, or-
really. Yeah, we know who Maskanata is, but it
From
still
which
doesn't
series?
explain why the lightsaber carried the memories of Luke Skywalker, since the lightsaber wasn't with him during that whole period.
The whole period. Oh, right. You mean
It was only very
Of
brief.
like,
it was
of-
brief? It was brief. Yeah.
was it brief? No. After he lost it on God City, he never recovered it. Someone else did, according to this. So how does the lightsaber have the memories of Luke Skywalker?
Well, because
The
Luke
lightsaber
Skywalker
was-
had it for a while, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but
uh,
effectively all those memories that the lightsaber had were after Luke Skywalker lost the lightsaber. Why would the lightsaber even carry any of the memories of Luke Skywalker in the time when he actually lost it.
Like it's not possible for that to happen if he no longer had the lightsaber at this point. It would
Correct.
only have memories of Luke from when he was still
Before he lost it.
from when
Exactly.
he was lightsaber.
Mm.
So that's the part that still doesn't make
Doesn't make
sense.
sense.
Yeah, it
The
still doesn't
memories
make
haven't
sense.
happened yet, right?
Yeah.
The memories
Yeah,
haven't
the
happened
memories
yet.
hasn't happened yet. So even if it got into Mouse Kanata's hands,
Mm.
the lightsaber wouldn't have the memories of Luke Skywalker in the time where he actually lost it.
Hmm.
Because
Exactly.
Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker building the temple and it burning down, he didn't have that lightsaber.
Mm.
Why?
Yeah. By the way, Maz Kanata, where was he or she introduced in the Star Wars universe?
Did we
In
actually
the
see him?
Force, yeah.
Oh,
See her.
Force
You
Awakens.
see her. Force Awakens.
Force Awakens?
Force Awakens.
Okay.
It's a her.
oh, it's a
Yeah, I
her.
thought it sounds like a her. Yeah, Maz.
Mm.
Yeah.
She was practically the owner of the bar and like lover to Chewie.
Mm.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I recall that. Yeah. Force Awakens. Yeah.
The played by the voice actress, I forgot the name, but was in Black Panther as well.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
What was that actor's name? Mouse Kanata.
I remember. Yeah, Maz kind of that good creature, like a funny looking creature. Yeah.
Mm.
Uh,
The big eyes.
the big eye.
Uh,
Yeah.
Lupita Nyong'o,
Okay.
Oh
Peter.
yeah. Yeah, she's from Black Panther. Yeah. Yeah.
Back
who
then.
is also in Black Panther.
Yeah.
We kind of know that because Lupita and the other guy, what was his name again? The guy who was the other crazy CGI guy.
Um,
What, you mean the moth, Ben Moth? Somebody. Oh no.
No, that other golden guy. What was his name? Because he was also in Marvel at the time as well. So they both went to the same sets at the same time
It was
because they
a,
jumped between the two.
Mm.
it's doing 2 movies at once. Huh?
Yeah, they were both doing the same movie at the same time. Black Panther and
Marvel.
Black Panther and the episode 8 at the same time.
Oh, episode 8.
right. So that's the last Jedi.
Mm.
What was that guy's name? What was he's
Remember his name.
Andy Serkis? So
That's
Oh,
it.
Oh, Andy Serkis.
Serkis.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
of course. Yeah. Gollum.
Of
Oh, Gollum.
We should remember him.
yeah, and Andy Serkis was the protagonist in
yeah.
Black
Famous
Panther.
Serkis.
Black Panther. Ah.
for a little while before he was killed off.
Mm.
In the same way he was killed off quite quickly in episode 8 as well. So
Yeah.
okay.
Let's see.
But still, it was kind of interesting how they said that Lupita and Andy were going to the same set at the same time because they were filming both at the same time.
Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah.
Well, you know,
I was a busy man back then. Yeah.
yeah, they all were. And
It's
Andy
actually like-
Serkis
it's
is
also a director.
practically in a lot of CGI shows.
Oh yeah. He's like in so much, everything really. Star Wars, Marvel, Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
He was so busy. It must have been such a busy few years for him those years.
I think Andy Serkis, though, the only CGI series that he isn't in is Avatar.
Mm.
what, as a non-CGI?
That's a CGI.
Or as a CGI?
He's always CGI in like a lot of shows. Marvel was one of the first where I actually see his proper face.
Oh, and obviously Batman now as
And Batman,
Oh.
yeah.
Alfred. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in
Oh,
too
yeah.
many things. He's in
He's
too
a
many
lot.
things.
Yeah. I think he played multiple characters in the
He
Marvel
does
in
pick up a lot,
MCU.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
But at least we see Andy Serkis's face in Marvel
Yeah.
as well, until he got killed off too easily.
Mm.
But at least he was in several movies in Marvel before he was
Yeah,
killed.
he played several
Yeah.
characters. Yeah, I remember.
No, he played the same character in the whole Marvel series.
Yeah.
But they could bring him back as a CGI character
Yeah.
because his original casting currently in Marvel was just his actual face.
Mm.
Many people didn't recognize Andy Serkis because they didn't know what he looked like.
Yeah. Because obviously, like, people's first introduction to him was probably the Lord of the Rings,
Or CGI characters.
where he was pretty. He was just really a CGI
Oh, as Gollum, you mean?
character. Yeah.
Yeah, he was practically just a CGI character. In Planet of the Apes as well, he was practically the big bulky ape. I say CGI.
Everybody could see his face.
No one recognized him in Star Wars because he got cut off quite quickly. But Asa was all CGI.
Mm.
Okay,
CGI character specialist.
he's practically a CGI specialist.
I guess that's how he kind of made his name in the business, because
CGI.
yeah, because at the time there weren't like CGI, what he was doing with the motion capture was pretty new
Mm.
at the time of Lord of the Rings. It was
Lord
quite
of the Rings,
technology.
Still quite
Mm.
early 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah, looking forward to
Oh, the Rings.
finally getting to see Darth Vader.
Fourth.
And we've also finally got a preview of Andor.
Yes. When the trailer dropped, I was like, yes, finally.
Ah,
Looking forward to that.
yeah, finally.
Really looking forward to that. It looks like it's going to be a good series, and
Yeah.
yeah, and we get
Yeah.
to see more of the behind the scenes as well of like the Rebel Alliance and how he got involved in that. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Pretty good start. Yeah.
Because I think with this series, we're seeing more from the point of view of the Empire kind of thing.
Or just of Obi-Wan.
Yeah, and Obi-Wan's, what Obi-Wan is involved in pretty much, but like on the other side of things, the Rebel Alliance, that's, I guess, Andor's side of the story. Like, while this is happening, that's what's happening in Andor, sort of thing, from the Rebel side.
Concurrence.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an interesting parallel between them,
Hmm.
because it's close to the same,
Same timeline.
timelines. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Should we get to our scores and the finish?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Oh, we lost Bill. I think we lost him ages ago. Ages
Yeah,
ago.
we do seem to have.
I think it was, yeah. He disappeared or something.
So what would you score the show, say, for episodes 1 and 2?
Yeah, I'm liking it so far.
What would you give it, Steph?
I would say, yeah, about 8.
Oh, that's high actually.
Yeah,
I think that's about right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely like that. It pretty much picked up where it left off from, the end of Revenge of the Sith. Even though it's 10 years later, but it was pretty good in terms of having that recap at the start for those who maybe hadn't seen
To remember
those. They can catch up in a very quick way before going to the series. So yeah, I think it's really interesting to see like what has happened since then, and
Exactly.
yeah, I can't wait to see more. It's pretty an intriguing start, I think, to the series.
I think I'll
Pretty
give
good
it
so far.
about 7.5.
Bit long.
I think it's good. I think it's fun, but I think it's a little bit too familiar. As in, like, you sort of know where it's. I mean, obviously, we know where Obi-Wan ends up, right? So that's always the tricky thing with prequels, because you already know what's gonna
Oh,
happen.
What's gonna
what's
happen?
gonna happen to him? Yeah.
So I guess that's why prequels sometimes, it can
What's
be.
gonna happen to him? Actually?
Well, we know he's gonna die at the hands of Darth Vader.
That's
about 10
way
years.
later though. That's
10
way
years.
later.
No, it's not way later. It's only like 10 years
9 years later.
or 9 years later.
From this episode.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, from here.
Okay, from here onwards.
But but I do find it kind of fascinating to see how Luke and Leia kind of grew up.
Yeah. So it's fun
That's
to
a young
see
Leia.
Leia, especially as a 10-year-old, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Young Leia.
Yeah, definitely.
But I guess what I'm saying is the problem that I've been seeing with how Disney is handling Star Wars is they're playing things too safe. As in, I really would like to see new
Push the
territory.
boundaries.
Right? They're still kind of looking back, even with the Mandalorian and looking back. I really want to see something that doesn't have anything to do with the Skywalkers, something new.
I actually would like to see a little more of kind of the Jedi side.
On the Jedi side. Okay.
Yeah.
The Knights of the Republic or of the Old Republic, or something like that. I think they were thinking about doing a show like that.
The rebuilding of the Jedi.
Maybe the Republic will kind of delve more into that, a bit more about that sort of history.
Yeah, they could either go further way back in history or into the future, right? But they are kind of like stuck right now here still in this
Little gap.
still not. I think Disney's just a bit too scared to make that leap. Yeah. At this point in time.
I didn't think they are scared. Effectively, a lot of people did want a show of just Obi-Wan, and for this, I think they just delivered.
Well, yeah, exactly. So this one is fan service, right? A lot of fan service. Obviously, is safe, and so maybe this is the one that they've decided to do first.
Yeah, because of course they cannot have a show of Obi-Wan completely separate.
Yeah,
I see.
Because he dies.
Oh yeah.
His life is so intertwined with the Skywalkers that it just
exactly.
Not really
so that's why it's I think it's a familiar territory still.
Yeah, but at least they delivered what fans were asking for.
Yeah, which is okay, but it's fan service, a lot of fan service. I mean, I still liked it. I'm not saying I don't like it. That's why I'm giving it a 7.5. So
it's still pretty high, yeah.
So
I feel like Andor will be quite different in terms of the way that they would do it, because it's a different side and it's different characters that make up the Rebel Alliance that aren't really as much focused on the Skywalkers.
Yeah,
it's focused on the rebels. So I think that one might be a little more interesting, I think, with newer characters kind of thing. Yeah,
different characters, different
characters.
story.
Yeah.
All right, so Marcus gave 7.5.
Yeah,
pretty high. It's pretty, I think I'll give it around there. Like I quite enjoyed the first episode. It was a good start to the backstory of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I like how they just went straight into it, straight from Revenge of the Sith. It was a good recap, and so it really picked up in episode 2. Like things are really happening in episode 2, and so far it's a pretty good start. So give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I think we'll pick up more in the upcoming episodes. I know, Jeff.
Actually, I don't know why I give this one. I give it 8.5 actually, because
very high.
Because it's good to find the new characters when they were, the characters when they were young, right? Like Leia, Luke, or a little bit of Luke, and then Anakin, which we'll yet to find, but we should expect to see more. And how he will be trained up as a bad guy, like the big boss of the bad guy, under the Emperor. And yeah, I think that's interesting, because it's doing it while he still has a lot of anger with Kenobi, right? I want to see how that will play out in 10 years later. Like now it's 10 years later, right? Whether he still has any forgiveness or not, I doubt it. But it will see whether that anger will carry over, and how much he wants to fight him, or if he can, that is. And I don't know how. And then see how those other the daughters and the Leia and Luke, how they're going to play a role in this. Perhaps they will help fight. I don't know.
10 years old.
Yeah. Not necessarily physically, but maybe they've got some plan to help out Kenobi.
It depends on how far they go in terms of timeline with this series as well.
That's true.
They might
Yeah,
take a leap
definitely.
forward, like say in episode 4, for example.
Yeah, a few years
They
down the
might
track.
go, 5 years later.
Yeah.
And
Or they
then-
might,
possible.
or
and
they
they'll
might
be
do something like
teenagers,
Rock One,
you know?
right? Where they go
Yeah.
all the way up to New Hope.
That's right. Where it goes right up.
That's true. That's a good point. Depends where they want to pick up from. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on where they want to go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll go that far because then they'll have to cast someone like Carrie Fisher again.
Because Leia, the teenage Leia.
I think maybe
And Mark
they'll
Hamill, they'll probably get Stan Sebastian. Or
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan. Oh,
with the soldier. Yeah.
It's a good choice though.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like.
Winter Soldier.
I think they can go maybe 5 years ahead, and it would be
Okay.
yeah.
So teenager, 15-year-old or something.
Yeah, and then around that time is when Captain Andor is having his adventures, sort of thing as well.
Captain Andor.
Yeah,
Yep. Because we know Andor is coming.
because we know Andor is coming, so I think what they might do is bring the timeline right up until that point, and then pick it up straight after with Andor.
Captain Andor.
Yeah,
Wait, who's
we'll
Captain
find
Andor
out.
again? Who's
that's
Captain Andor? again?
likely how they will do it. You know.
Rogue One, Jeff.
Oh, from Rogue One, Captain Andor from Rogue One.
Yeah.
As a
He was quite a fascinating character. Like a lot of people, when they watched Rogue One, they were like, "Who's that?" You know, and we want to know more about him. He made quite an impression there, and that's
true.
why
Impression,
his own series.
He hasn't appeared in these 2 episodes yet, right? No.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
Okay. I expected.
He probably won't.
He probably won't because he's already got his own series.
But you never know.
Yeah,
Because we did get
Never
a
know.
preview of Temeura Morrison.
Yeah, it could be a cameo later. You never know.
There might be maybe in the final
In the end.
episode
Yeah.
because that's where the timeline will start to pick up.
Yes.
Maybe start to link to Andor's.
Will we see Captain Rex and Andor?
The commander.
Yeah, so there's that.
They think that's a bigger possibility that he would be.
Hmm.
Because he was a major part of Rebels as helping out
I see.
like the Rebels.
Yeah.
So looking at that, I think it's a bigger possibility that Temeura Morrison could be as Rex. I still am holding up for Rex to be in Andor series.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait and see.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. Because in Rebels, he had a beard and everything. He looked old.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's already that connection.
Yeah.
Yep, he already worked with the Rebels, so why not have him in Andor?
Yeah, but good that they can connect it to the Rebels. Yeah. So how about you, Jono? What do you think of the first episode?
So far, I'd give this series episodes 1 and 2 a 6.
A low score. Okay.
Not bad. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. They
Yeah,
do
but-
like the series, and I was still wondering where it's going to head. Some of it, they thought, it felt a bit too familiar. Like we've seen a few of the shots before, like in The Mandalorian and even Rebels. They copied some of the scenes from like Rebels or some of the other shows. So
I think they're building on the nostalgia factor.
it's a bit too much of the same.
Too familiar sets.
Familiar. That's what I said, right? Familiar.
So
But I do like that they are finally giving Obi-Wan his own show. It's been asked for a
Mm,
lot.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
I was wondering, like, I want the story of Obi-Wan just on his own.
Mm,
And of course, we know that the series is going to be limited in that factor.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
Obi-Wan,
still, yeah.
Obi-Wan, he's probably one of the most famous characters in Star Wars. Like, if anyone's seen Star Wars, they
You
don't know
know,
who Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan.
is.
Yes.
Yep. And he is starting to look and act more like Alec Guinness this time.
Alec Guinness,
Yeah.
version.
Especially with the hood and everything. Yeah.
Mm.
So IGN 08
Oh, really?
Oh,
two-part
Okay.
premiere is surprisingly weighty introduction to an emotional Star Wars story.
oh, weighty. Okay.
Weighty. Weighty.
Yep. And it also went in a direction I did not expect.
Mm.
Which
This
is
good.
They focused more on the story of
Leia.
the Organas and Leia.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. So that was good. I thought it was good actually.
I
Because
thought it was
That's
good,
where it
but
could
Uncle
become,
Leia.
yeah, a little fresher in that sense because
Yeah.
you don't,
Yeah.
you don't expect it to go in that direction. If anything, you
Yeah.
expect it more to go into
more on
Luke's
Luke,
direction.
right, than Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because Obi-Wan was
or
more
Obi-Wan's
concerned about him.
hardships on Tatooine, because we only know him as a hermit
Mm.
in A New Hope. So now we know he has been more than just a hermit.
Mm.
He actually traveled.
Mm.
That's
That's
why I
right.
was wondering if he would just stay on Tatooine.
Mm.
That's right.
But then again, now I know that since they had a whole Boba Fett show on Tatooine, I think they want to move out of it for a little while.
Mm.
Mm.
Also, Luke left Tatooine for a little bit.
No,
No,
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan did.
Oh, Obi-Wan. Oh, yes. Yeah,
But then I think they want to move out from that setting because
Yeah.
they just did a whole series on Tatooine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Mandalorian.
Look at
yeah.
Boba Fett.
It
That was
would be
all on
nice
Tatooine.
to-
Same setting. Yeah. Last
different
three
setting.
series.
Well, they even got Temeura in too.
Yeah. Same actor.
Yep, they did.
Been the same planet for the last three series. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's a-
But if we're going to see more of the Organa's life, which is on a different setting,
Oh, yeah.
that will be a change of scenery.
But I also do want to know more about Obi-Wan's character in this. Like we saw like a
Same.
brief,
Very
we
brief.
saw a
Yeah,
brief glimpse of Obi-Wan's life.
exactly.
It's pretty weak, right? Still, I think his mind is still
yeah.
a bit cloudy.
Yeah.
It
Same.
is, but it's also not really explaining yet why it's like that so far. He's
There'll
in-
probably be some flashbacks and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yes, they still
I
got
wonder why.
4 more episodes. Yeah.
Actually, they've already got a lot of flashbacks, so maybe not. I mean, how much more flashbacks can you get, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they've already flashbacks all the way back to episode 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
But
Nightmare
we'll have to see
flashbacks.
where it goes.
Yeah, still got 4 more episodes.
At
They
this
still
point,
good on Obi-Wan's
He's kind
character.
of despondent, isn't he? He's a bit down because of everything that happened after.
That's probably why he can't talk to
Understandable.
Qui-Gon. Yeah. And will Qui-Gon make an appearance? Well, Liam Neeson make an
Oh, Qui-Gon
appearance.
Jinn.
We'll see if,
That'd be cool.
Qui-Gon.
Oh, the
yeah,
ghost.
kind
The
As a spirit. So,
Yeah, so,
that'd be cool.
yeah.
I mean,
You
So-
guys know that I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, so I didn't really want to rate this badly, but it's still a 6.
Huge fan of Star Wars. Yeah.
I have
Well,
a lightsaber collection, Jeff.
Oh, we'll make a cameo.
Yes, I do. We can play it again in your new place soon.
It's a huge tease. Okay.
So
They'll make a-
fans
they'll
are
make a cameo.
convinced. Fans are convinced.
Convinced?
Okay. Well,
That's not official.
maybe.
It's just not official. No.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
see
find
what
out.
happens. I
Yeah.
wonder if they'll ever go back, like even further back in time to when Qui-Gon was younger, I guess,
Mm.
and when the Jedi Council was kind of forming, maybe. You know, like
Yeah.
when I guess the Jedi were still beginning. I don't know if they will ever go that far back. But
That
yeah.
would be pretty far back. Mm,
Yeah, they might. Yeah. The history of the Jedi Temple. Yeah,
mm.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at this point in time, obviously they've all gone away, they've dispersed and everything. So
Yeah, back when there was the Galactic Republic.
yeah, that would be
Okay, like,
Listening. Yeah. See the
Yeah,
beginning.
in the old Republic days.
Yeah, and it will be less of a focus on the Skywalkers, but more on the Jedi.
That's why we're hoping for a Revan share,
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
the famous Darth
Keanu Reeves,
Revan.
yeah.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Hopefully, will play the part. That's what everyone wants him to play.
Oh, really? He must be the casting favorite at the point.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
casting favorite for
Mm,
Darth Revan if it actually does.
yeah.
They actually do one.
Hmm. And because at the time as well, the Sith were also around, but then the Jedi had gotten the upper hand.
Yeah, and not just the Sith, the actual Sith race as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm. And
Sith.
so to see more of that would be interesting as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
in the Old Republic, there was the Sith race, and they were also kind of okay. Not absolute evil, of course. But then when the dark side came around,
Hmm.
then the Sith took kind of a weird turn. But they were still Sith Jedi in some way.
Mm.
Because the Sith as a race was different from the Sith as the
That's right.
portrayed religion of sorts.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. So that would be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you read into it, there were like a lot of Sith who were like
Yeah.
So the
philosophers.
good,
Yeah.
they're
And
good, the good
it
heroes.
also makes me wonder whether Palpatine was ever good before he became corrupted by the dark side himself.
Yeah, how did he
Yep.
become
Or,
evil?
or
in
his,
the first place?
his jour-
Yeah.
like whether
His
his
origin.
own journey, his own origin story, which we never really got, is in any way similar to Anakin's.
Yeah. And considering the Old Republic as well, a lot of the truth Sith kind of disappeared
Yeah, I'd like to
because
see
they
that.
were a dying race.
Yeah, I'd
And
like to-
practically now there are no true Sith left.
But yeah, so that would be an interesting direction for them, I think.
Yeah, that would be an interesting direction. Like maybe if they do the Revan series, if they do, they could maybe portray like the fall of the true Sith.
Yeah, because that's something obviously we never really saw much of at all.
Yeah, we didn't get any of that at all.
get any of that. So that's where they can cover new territory, I think.
This is funny.
Yeah.
Oh, more important. Hey, Anakin, I've just subscribed to the because Obi-Wan. That's a good
That's
point.
true.
Yeah, that's funny. I think there was one with Chris Hemsworth as well.
Yeah, really? That would be funny.
another map.
Yeah, I found it.
Another meme.
Let's see if I can share it. My buttons. Oh, there it is. No, you disabled it.
Oh, Marcus has enabled.
Have you seen this one?
So,
Oh, Chris Hemsworth is basically Anakin.
Yeah.
He was trained by Qui-Gon. He worked for Mass, and he dated Padme. You make a good point. A good point. Oh, good points.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually at where you are, Jeff, at Renwick, just 3 days ago.
oh, he was another Grits.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
For
I didn't
the
know.
premiere of
Oh, no.
of his wife's film, I think.
Oh, different.
Interceptor?
Interceptor.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
that's gonna be a Netflix, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a Netflix movie.
Netflix movie. Oh.
That's gonna be okay. Unfortunately, Liam
What's
Neeson's
this?
recent movie wasn't great.
Oh, I meant memory.
Oh, Memory. Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Yep. I haven't seen it too. It's on Netflix. So.
Not Netflix, but something else.
Amazon Prime.
Prime, maybe.
Oh, Prime.
Sorry, what was this?
Liam Neeson's
Oh, an action movie.
Memory.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd give it a 2.
So is that another?
Oh,
Is that
2 out of
like
10.
sort of like part of the whole like the Taken kind of box?
Yeah.
Taken number 9.
He's been doing a lot
Effectively,
of those
it
movies.
is kind of like Taken again in a different direction.
Taken again. It's just, yeah. He's
All
just
of
been doing a
his
lot of the same
movies
thing.
are Taken.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's Taken 10.
I think
More
like
once
Taken
he
20
made that
something.
movie, it just kind of got him boxed into these types of movies. Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
really
Taken on a plane, Taken on a train.
Train, yep. A couple of times on the
Yeah.
train.
Yeah, like I think Non-Stop was on the train. The one on the plane was a different one.
Commuter?
A Commuter was
The one on the train.
Bus?
another one on the train. There was one in the snow as well.
Oh yeah, Snowpiercer. No,
No, not Snowpiercer.
sorry, it's something. Ice, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. I've completely forgot.
It's on a truck, I think. Oh,
Ice on the truck.
yeah,
The too many of the Taken movies has practically
Yeah.
gone into a wall.
It's like, its own series almost.
yeah,
Yeah, poor Liam Neeson.
yeah. He's in pigeonholed. At
He
least
needs a
he's
little more
making money
variety. Maybe he needs to do like a romantic comedy or something. Just something completely
to
different.
switch it up. Yeah,
But effectively, it's one of the perfect movies that he's in because it shows off his particular set of skills.
Yeah,
Mm.
it does.
the same set of skills. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sure,
there's
it's
particular
Texas.
set of skills that he's always had, and he's using it again and again. In so many situations, someone gets captured and he has to rescue them. His daughter gets captured, he has to rescue them. Someone else's daughter gets captured, they have to rescue them.
yeah. Yeah.
That's what he
At
does.
least it was a different character in Star Wars. The Qui-Gon is a bit different there.
Mm.
Yeah, he
And
was.
the Batman Begins.
Yeah, he was still a bad guy in that
That's
one.
how go.
Raja Ghul, yeah,
And he was in Men in Black International.
Men in Black.